Hey everyone, welcome back! And welcome back to me as well because it has been, I think, over a month since I've posted online. YouTube will probably hate me, you guys probably feel like I have abandoned you. I am sorry, I just needed a break. As you can see by my voice, I had a great time. But all jokes aside, I wanted to take this time to spend time with my family. I went to Portugal, we spent a lot of time together. Everybody's very excited about the baby, so we just wanted to make sure that we could enjoy a lot of each other. My brother got married, my best friend had babies, so it was just a lot going on without a lot of privacy and time for myself to film. So I hope you guys can forgive me. But we are coming back with a bang because today we're talking about fall 2024. Specifically, key items and trends that I believe are very in tune with our classic style, but that are also very easy to pull off and that will keep you on trend while not looking like a fashion victim. I don't know about you guys, but I am completely tired of my summer wardrobe. I have worn prairie dresses and linen shorts to death, and now I am ready for something dressier and a little bit more chic, which fall winter is always a great opportunity to go for. So let's begin with trend number one, which is an autumn in New York color palette. I have named it this because to me it speaks very loudly to what it means. Think Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, think Gwyneth Paltrow in the 90s, think Rachel from Friends, think Cece Babcock from The Nanny. That color palette, so neutrals, a lot of grays, a lot of blacks, a lot of creams, a lot of khakis. Burgundy is huge this season. Maybe a bit of a pumpkin kind of burnt orange here and there. A lot of browns. Just the colors that you think of when you think classic New York wardrobe. And the reason why I love this so much is because unlike past seasons when very peculiar, just particular colors have been pushed, like red, like lilac, like hot pink, beautiful colors, but shades that eventually take a toll on your wardrobe. So you cannot just wear them time and time again without feeling repetitive. Whereas these new neutrals from an Autumn in New York color palette are timeless. You're going to pull them out every year. They're going to be super easy to style, so whenever a more peculiar shade comes around, those will be easy to mix in. So you're really doing a great service to your wardrobe by taking advantage of the season, buying whatever essential you need to buy in this color palette, and you can thank me later. Second trend is, I wouldn't say hard or tricky, but I think there are some details we need to be mindful of, which are the hourglass tailored tops. What I mean by this is a natural consequence of a piece that I have seen up and down all around during spring summer, which is the long vest, that sort of longer kind of waistcoat that hits around the hips, that is usually a cord with a skirt or with some shorts. I think that is such a gorgeous silhouette, but as you guys know, I think vests can be a bit difficult to style. So for fall winter, we have also been seeing a lot of blazers in this type of silhouette, some tops, some shirts. So really things that you can mix and match. When we're thinking about that shape, that hourglass shape, immediately what comes to my mind is the Dior bar jacket. So it's cinched in, but it's not tucked in. You still have a bit of fabric over your hips, sort of creating that central X around your figure, but still having a bit of fabric detail. This can be achieved by getting the piece already sort of cut in that style. So perhaps a blazer that is a bit more cinched in, a shirt that has that cut with a bit of flare on the bottom. But you can also create this if you have a longer piece in your wardrobe, like perhaps a longer blazer or even a longer cardigan. You just add a belt. Don't tuck anything in or you'll lose the effect of it, but just by adding that belt, you are creating that hourglass shape. Be mindful though of the length of fabric that you are left with under your waist, because depending on your height, that makes a big impact on your silhouette and on how it will look on you. I am very short, so I cannot use something that is too long, something that arrives, I don't know, mid-thigh. If you're very tall, you can totally pull this off with no worries. But if you're petite, like me, just try and find something that is not too long, perhaps something that hits just where the hips are, and you'll be okay. Something else that is very big this season and that I also really love are kind of big wraps and kind of blanket style scarves. I just love the drama that they add to very simple outfits. I've talked about this before, my love of ponchos, my love of wraps, can add a brooch to make it look kind of Madison Avenue-ish. You can take it on a plane and make things not only cozy, but also kind of dressed up. It's a type of piece that you just throw on, and with the draping and depending on the way that you fold it, it really gives a beautiful effect. One thing that I would take into consideration is the weight of the fabric. You don't want anything that is too thick. So I'm not talking about warmth. You can totally go for a cashmere, you can totally go for a wool, but try and find fabrics that are not too thick, because they can sort of overwhelm things, limit the way you style. They can also look bulky and not really fold as gracefully and as beautifully. And also be mindful of what you're pairing it with. Since you have a lot of volume and a lot of fabric going on, pair it with more streamlined, more simple silhouettes like palazzo pants, like straight-legged pants, like very simple tops, and you'll do just fine. Something I'm really happy that is very in this season is leopard print. Leopard print is a neutral. Just tattoo that on my forehead. I just love the look of a good leopard print, and this season I feel like they're doing it right, because it's not too graphic, it's not a reinterpretation, it's actually trying to mimic what leopard skin looks like. So organically shaped spots, the coloring in leopard print is extremely important. So there is a subtlety to it, and there is an eye to recognizing good leopard print. It can't be too yellow, it can't be too colorful, it can't be too kind of comic-y, graphic type of leopard print. It has to look beautiful, ultra sophisticated, elegant, something that will elevate and lift your outfit instead of making it look cheap. So do spend time trying to find the perfect leopard print, but once you find it, you'll see that it just takes things to another level. And last trend are sculptural necklines. I also love this. I have been talking about this for ages. The ones that we have been seeing on the runway are a bit more closed off or a little bit higher. So if you have a bigger bust, I would either avoid this trend or go for something like a boat neck or an off the shoulder or perhaps a cowl neck. So you still get that sculptural kind of constructed draped effect without covering too much of this area here. But if you feel like you can pull off something that is a bit more closed off, I think it looks sensational, brings attention to your face, is perfect to pair with a very simple bottom and with very simple accessories, because you are getting that detailing around this area, so you don't need much with it. But also pay attention to how you are styling your hair, with what you're putting on in terms of earrings, in terms of makeup, because it will draw attention to your face. Whenever I have something that has more detailing around the neckline, which today is not a very good example of that, but ideally you wouldn't throw on a necklace, you would have like a low bun, perhaps some big earrings. I think that looks very chic, it looks simple, it looks pared down, and it looks cohesive with a detailed neckline. But it's also the type of piece that requires little to no effort and makes you look super stylish, like you know what you're doing with fashion. People can't really point it out, but usually when there's a beautiful neckline going around, that's usually what makes the outfit. So pay attention to what we have out there, try and experiment with what you see, try and see what fits you best, and just add some beautiful necklines to your closet. You won't regret it. This is it, everyone. These are the key fall winter 2024 trends that are very strong, very present, but that also really fit into my wardrobe and hopefully yours too. That classic, elegant, chic, sophisticated aesthetic we're trying to achieve really will benefit from these. Let me know down in the comments which ones are your favorite. Also, if you have any videos that you would like to see. Being pregnant, I feel a little insecure doing like styling and hauls and stuff like that because I feel like many of you won't identify with that, but perhaps I can get creative and sort of use other people's style to do one. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here after this huge hiatus, and we'll see each other again next time. Bye bye.